Hello there, Ringside Crew.
Hey dudes at Ringside Crew, this is Davian.
Hey, it's Jenny Santana.
This is Elsie.
This is the Savage Juggernaut, Tamaku.
Ringside Ring!
This is Thomas D. Bruff.
This is Billy Starks.
Mr. Chad Epic.
Megan Mason.
Hey everybody, Scotland's own Brody Adler.
The headliner in charge, Marco Mania.
This is your girl Charisma.
Papa Dink, Brendan Dicker. This is According to Woods.
Savannah Summers.
I'm Shorty.
Casper inside.
You are watching
The internationally known
Dudes at Ringside podcast, hosted by Metal Geek and Joe the Panther Jr.
Hello there, wrestling fans! Welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe the Panther III, and now from the Metal Mountain, all covered in ice pools and snowflakes. Good to have you on the show.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going today?
I'm doing my around the world dance. I'm good. Around the world, around
Lucharitos. There you go.
Yeah, Lucharitos. I don't know.
All right. Joe, you want to introduce our guest, Joe?
Okay. Normally you do it. Lately it's been funny. Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to the Iron Maiden herself. Maiden Jessie Black.
Jessica Black.
Jessica Black.
That's right. Thank you very much. I want to apologize for the lack of light here, but thank you so much for that great introduction.
Yeah.
You're welcome. And it kind of fits for you because your name, in the wrestling name is Black. So
yeah, that's right. It's all in the gimmick. It's all right.
Yeah, it helps. It helps. So if our fans, our international fans, are not familiar with you, and why would they not be, introduce yourself.
So I'm like you said, I'm the Iron Maiden Jessica Black. I am from Montreal, Canada, and I've been wrestling for a while. And right now, I'm in Georgia, in Atlanta, training at the Nightmare Factory because I recently won a competition with called Lutte Academy, the Wrestling Academy, and I got to get a scholarship for the Nightmare Factory, and I got to wrestle on Dark. And that's a little bit my short-term story.
Yeah. What was the experience like working on AEW Dark? Anyway,
it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun. Honestly, it was the first AEW in Canada. It was in Toronto, which is a rival city of Montreal, but it was still really cool to be able to be there and to be part of that. That is me and my partner got to be the first match of AEW in Toronto. We were the first Dark match. It was just crazy, like the exhilaration of getting out there and having the home crowd and all that stuff. It was just amazing. Yeah,
so pretty much you were basically, before anyone else came on the stage, you were the first person people saw.
We were the first. To be fair, Dasha was there because she announced this. Dasha was there before. But yeah, we were the first wrestlers out there, and it was great. We were the first ones that everyone saw.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
amazing that you're the first tag team they saw that night, besides the announcers. But yeah, it's the announcers are out first before us, but we were there.
Yeah.
But and the crowd was super receptive too. It was just I think the crowd was so happy that AEW was in Canada too, and it's they saw again some people from Canada. There's not a lot of Canadian independent wrestlers that are represented because it's hard for us to wrestle. But we can't wrestle across the border legally, so it's just I think it was just happy. It was just a good time for just Canadians in general.
Yeah.
You spoke of the Nightmare Factory. Did you happen to work with Cody or?
So yeah, Cody's one of the trainers. He's one of the coaches. He's there once or twice a week, and he's very hands-on. He's been very awesome. He's been very super helpful. Offers a lot of constructive criticism, and he's a really fun coach and positive coach and good coach to be around.
That's awesome.
That's always good to hear. to know that a person is very hands-on and helps you any way you need. Like, is there any like questions you've like has like any advice you've asked him so far since you've been encountered with him yet?
So I've worked so far. I'd say we've done a lot of so we've been working with promos. So I've been getting a lot of like feedback with promos from him, and I don't want to get into specifics because I can't give away all the secrets of the trade here. But I'll just say that like he takes the time to explain things and really goes in detail with his students, which is
Yeah. Not only did you work with Cody, you worked with Dustin also. Dustin Rhodes.
No, Dustin's he has a school in Texas, I believe.
Wow. He's not part of the Nightmare Factory, right?
No, no. It's Coach Cody, there's Coach QT, and those are the two main coaches.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, and again, like I said, they're great. They're both really hands-on, and they're there as much as they can be, and they spend a lot of time with everyone, and really do want to help.
Yeah.
So, is there, since now you're in Georgia, I was gonna my normal tying question is like, is there any other place in the world you want to wrestle besides? But you are currently in the U.S. But there's any other place I could say in the country now that even though you're wrestling in America, is there any other place in the country that you want to wrestle that you haven't done yet?
I think so. I wrestled in New York a really long time ago, and I'd love to go back to the New England states, and also on the West Coast. I'd love to go to the West Coast and see that scene and be able to just see what it's all about over there.
Amazing.
In Canada too. In Canada, and I've never done the West Coast in Canada, so I'd like to do the West Coast of Canada and the States.
Yeah. Here's the oddball question. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, Nutella.
Nutella.
Ooh, okay. But on what? Like, what would you put it on?
On a spoon. It just needs to be Nutella.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know if I like it more. Spoon or a
I would
knife.
put it in a sandwich. You know,
With
I'd
what?
put it like in a sandwich. I'd put it like in a sandwich with like a peanut butter on one side, toast the bread, put peanut butter on one side, Nutella on the other side, and it's a Reese's.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't like mixing the Nutella and the peanut butter together. I like them separate because personally, Nutella is just such pure goodness that it shouldn't be like nothing should interfere with the great hazelnut taste of Nutella.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I like a lot of stuff. I like popcorn a lot.
Well, do you like to have do you like to have anything on the popcorn, like butter or like
butter
the sea salt? Yeah.
I have back home we have a brand called Bad Monkeys, and they actually do a lot of they do my favorite ketchup. I like ketchup chips, which I know you guys don't have in the States.
No.
Yeah, so we have ketchup chips in Canada, and they have ketchup popcorn and dill pickle popcorn, and that's also very good. You guys really need to get on the ketchup chips. I don't know why that's not a thing in the States.
I think that's a thing. Someone's gonna have to send us in a care package because I've never had.
Yeah, I have to get on that. When I get back to Canada, I have to get on that.
Yeah. There was something I had that was really good. That was popcorn. It was garlic popcorn.
Oh, I like garlic.
Ooh, man. I was walking around a garlic festival, and I was just eating it like it was going out of style. I was trying not to eat it so fast.
I mean, I was just about to say that's like an idea right there. You could come up with Jesika Black chips, right?
That's awesome.
Right?
How many different flavors would there be? Jesika Black chips would be one style or different styles?
That's a really good question. So I think you need to have a few styles because you need to, you need to be able to reach a broad audience. But nothing barbecue, nothing spicy. Screw spicy stuff. But I definitely have the ketchup. Ketchup there. I like your idea of garlic. Maybe like a garlic sea salt even. I like that.
Yeah, that'd be amazing though. So, who's been your inspiration to become a professional wrestler?
So I've been watching wrestling for a long time, and I like this is a little narrative that I like to say, and I think it's important to say that when I was watching during the Attitude Era, this is might not be the most popular thing to say, but I'm still gonna say it. The girls like Lita and Trish, I didn't see myself in them. Like I never felt like I was someone who would fit that mold. Even though like Lita was a little bit more of, like a little bit more of the rock star and stuff like that, I still like it's still very like makeup and a lot of like it's just makeup, eyelashes, all these things that I didn't see. Like to me, as I was like, I can't do that. I can't look that way. So when I started watching old wrestling, when I started watching Alundra Blaze and Medusa, I was just like, oh, okay, but that seems more interesting. That's something that is like that I feel like I can relate to. And I started watching more and more Alundra Blaze matches, and then with when the Women's Revolution started, I was a little bit older in age, and I was like, you know what, I have to stop saying that I can do this. And I was like, this is like for everybody. So I could do this, and I'm going to go and do this, and I'm going to try this. So I really I don't know if I could say that one woman super inspired me only, but it's just the idea that all types of women, like representation is all out there, is what inspired me to be like, I have to do this for myself. That's my little spiel.
Yeah.
Like, what would you? I've watched some of your matches. Like, what would you consider yourself? Like, since there's a lot of wrestling fans out there that are not familiar to like international wrestlers from like Canada, what kind of wrestling style would you consider yourself?
So when I started, which was a while ago, to be fair, I was inspired by Natalia. So I liked the hard hitting technical stuff. I kind of dropped technical stuff a little bit more. Now I'm a little bit more just the hard hitting. So I really do want to just bring violence. A lot of us, we watch because we enjoy the physicality. And a lot of people wrestling physical, and I think that lacks some of wrestling out there, so I like to try to bring that out as much as possible in what I do. Whether it's strikes or moves or anything, gotta be physical.
Do you have a favorite match, or?
I really love, and I always reference this match, the Natty Charlotte match for the NXT Women's.
Oh, that match is an absolute women's classic right there. That's a top.
With Brett in Natty's corner and
yes,
in Charlotte's corner, I think I go back and I watch it once in a while when I need extra inspiration, or when I need just to want to watch a good women's match, and it really is a good one.
That one and Bayley and Sasha is probably one of my favorites.
Yes. Yeah, that era of NXT, the girls were really killing it, and they really are still an inspiration.
So Jesse, like if you could wrestle anybody from the past of the either like, I know there really wasn't that many WCW female wrestlers, mostly like the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Who would you wrestle and why?
So first, Alundra Blaze, Medusa is up there. I'd love to wrestle her, and Sherry Martel. I'd love to do anything with her. I think they even Luna Vachon. I think that generation of women gets very I don't want to say underappreciated, but they're often forgotten. I think they did a lot of good work. And the Attitude Era, I think. I think Lita would have been a really cool match for me to have. Because I think our styles would have actually met really well. But girls like Victoria, it would have been. I think it could have been. I think it could have been fun. I think it could have been fun. I think you could have put on a great show and told a great story.
Yeah. So if there's any wrestler that's training right now, that if you could give them advice, what advice would you give them?
Work hard. Keep training. and don't give up. That's what I've like. No matter how long you've been doing this, is the game evolves. Wrestling, it's a fight, it's an art, it's a show, it's entertainment. So you got to keep training, and you got to keep up to date with everything that's going on for your promos, for your wrestling style, for all that thing. So I think it's really like it's be in the gym, be in the ring as much as possible, and just keep going. Try things. Not everything's always going to work, but try things and find things that work for you, and just keep going. And forget the haters, because there's always haters.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I think there's haters in everything.
Yeah.
Us in podcast world, there's haters, and there's wrestling. There's always, as my dad says, my uncle would say, the haters just walk over the dead bodies. And just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep looking.
So you gotta do. It's like, yeah, people have it's down to so much in this podcast game, but you know what? Me and Joe keep going.
You have to. Are you guys having fun?
That's it.
Like,
yeah, we're having a blast.
And you guys are proud of what you put out. You guys are doing a great job. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters.
Like with me, I just put my headphones on and keep listening to my favorite song by Bobby Brown, "My Prerogative," and blast it in my ears.
I could only imagine if we met Jim Cornette, what he would think of our podcast.
He'd probably make fun of my glasses. He would say my polo's wrinkled, my hat looks dumb, my microphone looks like going to Mardi Gras.
But you know what? That's something else. That's actually another piece of advice I'd say is be self-aware so that people can't hurt you. Like, in the sense of like, okay, what are you going to attack me? Like, yeah, I know I might not be, I don't know, my hair's not the straightest, my makeup might not be the nicest, or whatever it is. Yeah, okay, that's good. You got something else? Like, it's, just bring it on.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Our questions might be green.
Even if they are, who cares?
Yeah.
It's like I did this so I guess if he said, "Oh, your microphone looks like it's from Mardi Gras," I'm like, well, at least it got your attention.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly. It doesn't matter. You gotta just, there's always, and because wrestling is subjective, podcasting is subjective, all this stuff is subjective. You can't please everyone, and we want to please everyone. We do. Like, I think as human beings, a lot of us, we want to just like make everyone happy. But once you realize, and you go to when you go to sleep, you're in your own, and that's the only thing you gotta worry about. You focus on that, and that's it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Any more questions?
Yeah, no, Joey, go ahead.
Yeah. So like, if any of like, I'm trying to think, is there anywhere any of our fans could find your matches on YouTube or anywhere?
So there's a few up on Hannibal TV. Because I did works for him, and then there's a few links here and there, either through Femme Fatale or through IWS. There'd be a few ones up through those feds, but I think if you look up Jesika Black, if you spell it right, that's the one problem though. So you have to spell it right. So it's Jessika. All right. That the first couple, like the matches do come up. They don't come up. I think more promos come up, because I do enjoy doing promos, but matches do come up eventually. But yeah, Hannibal TV, Femme Fatale, and IWS would be through the feds that you can find most of my matches that are online.
Yeah, my final question is, what is your pre-match ritual like that you like to do before our show?
I like that question. So my pre-match ritual is it changes sometimes, but I'll either be listening to my music to pump myself up, not to say to pump myself up, but to get myself into the mood, because what's really important is being Jesika Black for the whole duration of the show. So you need to make sure that you're ready, mind, body, and soul, to give it your all in the ring, and to screw the haters if there's haters, appreciate the people that are there cheer, appreciate the people that paid their money to choose to come and see you. So you got to be ready to really, again, give the show and it's like mind, body, and soul there. So there's a lot of sometimes I do breathing techniques, sometimes I'll do meditation, sometimes whatever it is, just to get you into that zone. And to remember, for me personally, before I go out there, I remind myself of my strengths, what I'm good at, what I'm going to do, and then I just go, and then I don't have to think about it, and I just go and I do it.
So, what kind of music do you enjoy when you go into the curtain?
I am a heavy metal girl all the way. All right, my nickname is Iron Maiden. It's not just because of the band; it's part of it. The Iron Maiden is part of why I like the name the Iron Maiden. But it's not the only reason, but it's one of the reasons. Iron Maiden, Megadeth, anything Creator, Exodus. I'm a thrash metal and power metal girl all the way.
What's your favorite Iron Maiden song? You'd say?
Wasted Years.
Wasted Years.
Yeah.
The number of the Beast is always a classic, though.
That's definitely up there. Why I like Wasted Years a little bit more is just because it's one of them that don't play as often. So it's not overheard.
Joe, what's your favorite Iron Maiden song?
I guess to what you just said with the Beast.
You like Number of the Beast, right?
Yeah. All Iron Maiden songs are good. Like there's not one song that's bad by Iron Maiden. It's like you could just sit and listen to their whole playlist as you're going on a long ride with your buddy in the car on a road trip.
I've never seen them live, but I've heard stories that they do not put on a bad show at all.
Every time they've come to Montreal, I've seen them. I've even seen them. Oh man, why do I don't know why I'm hesitating, but I'm pretty sure they were the ones headlining. Well, it was a long time ago. I went to Wacken Open Air, and I'm pretty sure it was them headlining. Yeah, it was them headlining. And so I saw them in Germany. I saw them in Montreal a few times, and they put on. Bruce Dickinson is one of the best frontmen there is. They had the energy for it sucks to say, but for how old they are, and the energy and just the talent is it's always there.
Brave New World's an amazing album. I love the song Blood Brothers is another great song. Oh, that's a great song, Blood Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast, Jesse. It was so awesome to have you on.
Thank you.
I'm Joe Panther the Third.
What's up?
Sorry?
I didn't know if we were doing the outro yet. Sorry.
Sorry, no, it's okay. But before you guys do the outro, I want to thank you guys because it's and I really do want to thank you guys. We as independent wrestlers, we need podcasts, or the podcasts really help us get our names out there. So I really do appreciate what you guys are doing. I appreciate that you guys asked me to be on the podcast, and I hope you guys had fun too. And thank you for doing this.
No problem. Please tell your wrestling friends about us, and please tell the people in your training class about us, because it helps us get our name out there, and we'll tell our friends about you.
We have a lot of podcast. We have a lot of podcast friends.
We'll spread the word. We'll send you in. We'll send your in. You have. Before we go, is there anywhere our fans could find you on social media?
Yes. So on Instagram, it's Jesika Black Iron. On Facebook, it's Jesika Black, and on Twitter, it's Jesika E Black.
Okay.
All right. Gotcha. So
I'm Joe Panther the Third.
I'm the Metal Geek.
I'm Jesika Black.
And we will catch you in the next one.